I'm going to get started. I'm talking about scanning apps for RA. There are two, I mean, there's a ton of scanning apps out there, but there are two main ones that we use. One of them is Profit Bandit by Seller Engine. It's a monthly subscription. Currently, it is $9.99. Or you have Scoutify 2, which comes with Inventory Lab. Both of them are available on the iPhone and the Android App Store. You don't have to pay for them, but you do have to have an account. So if you have Inventory Lab, you get Scoutify 2 as part of Inventory Lab. So when you download Scoutify, you just have to log into it with your Inventory Lab credentials. If you're going to get Profit Bandit, you'll have to set up an account with Profit Bandit first, and then when you download the app, you can log into Profit Bandit. Now I'm going to share my screen with you. Some people have those really cool devices where they can plug it into the computer and you can see their cell phones and everything. We are not those people right now. Me and Ike have flirted with this for a while, and we just haven't had the chance to nail one down to be able to do it. So unfortunately, I will have to do this off of a Google image instead of being able to show you guys my actual cell phone and how it works on there. So what we are looking at is Scoutify 2. I tried to put out the pros and the cons, or just the pros of the software. They are very similar now. So Scoutify 2 used to be just Scoutify, and it was very, very basic. It didn't do all of the things that Profit Bandit does. So now with Scoutify 2, the two of them are pretty similar, so it doesn't really matter which one you go with. But Scoutify was the older version. Now Scoutify, just regular Scoutify, was supposed to be discontinued back in February, but I think there's still some bugs that they're ironing out, so you can actually use both of the softwares still. I would recommend that you only use Scoutify 2 just so you can get in the habit of using the software that is going to be more permanent. If you have Scoutify and Scoutify 2 on your phone, unfortunately you won't be able to be logged into both of them at the same time. So if you're logged into Scoutify and you try to log into Scoutify 2, it'll tell you that you have the incorrect login information. You don't, but that's what it'll tell you. So you have to make sure that you're logged out of both before you log into one. Confusing and crazy, I know. So let me get into Scoutify 2. This software uses your camera's phone to scan the barcodes on items. So some people, if you watch YouTube videos or anything like that, you might see people, they have like Bluetooth scanners or something like that. If you have a smartphone with a camera on it, you don't need to buy one of those Bluetooth devices. Now, people say that they are a little bit quicker and they help a little bit better with scanning, but it's unnecessary to have it because it does it. Now, with Scoutify, they have the scan button right in the middle. It's this button right here. So you can just easily click that and it'll open up your camera for you to scan the barcode. It has a history for that ASIN. So if you get Scoutify 2 and you use Inventory Lab and you're actually good about putting your information in Inventory Lab, so your costs and all that stuff, it will give you history for that ASIN. So it will tell you if you purchased it before or if you have these items on hand currently. So it'll tell you right here on hand, and then if you go to the history here, it'll give you some more information about that product. You can check to see if you are restricted on an item. If you go to this main page, if you hit this research button, it'll come up where you can check on Amazon. It takes you outside of Amazon to do that. But if you click on this button, you can go into the settings and make it so that it'll tell you if you're restricted right on the screen. So play around with the app a little bit. It will give you a target cost, which is right here. So that's ideally how much you want to pay for that item. It'll give you the ASIN, which this didn't be the case in the past. It'll give you the category that it falls under. It'll give you the rank. If you tap on this number, it'll tell you the percentage that this rank is in. So this is 16,273 out of 206. Can you guys see? Do you need to make it bigger? So it'll give you all that information right here. And then the size, it will tell you the size as well. You can input costs to calculate right here. There's like a little edit button right here. You can put in your costs, and that will automatically calculate your net and your ROI percentage. And I'm going to get to this a little bit later, but I'll touch base on it right now. You can put in the settings what you want your target ROI to be in here. So that's a cool feature it has. It will give you the number of offers, the sales and purchase history, as well as profitability. So the numbers of offers are here, the profitability, and then the history. So I'll get into those. So the number of new sellers used, and then FBA sellers go here. With the profitability section, you can put in sales tax and any discounts that you have. So if there's a discount at the store, or there is a discounted gift card or something like that that you have, you could put in those numbers and it'll automatically recalculate the price. So I know a lot of people in the past, their brain was hurting because they had to do the math in store. Uncle Jackie is a wizard with this. Like, he can like have several discounts and he'll like calculate it like that. And there's some people that are like, I'll do that when I get home because I don't have a calculator and my brain doesn't work like that. So now with this profitability tab, you can put that information in there and it will calculate it for you. With the research function down here, you can see the Amazon listing, so the main page on Amazon, the Camelizer, which we use for sales rank history if it's available, Book Scouter, Keepa, which is the price history. You can see what is selling for on eBay to kind of compare, or you can see if you're restricted by going to the Amazon seller app. If you go in this research tab right here, you can share this page via platform. So up here, this is for an iPhone. So this button right here. So if you have RA buyers that are going out sourcing for you and they're just learning or they're unsure, they can send you a text of this product and you can look at it and be like, okay, yeah, that's a good deal, and give them some instant feedback right away. So that's a cool tool to have. You can send that information via email, Facebook, or text, however you choose to do it. You can view active buy lists or save lists. You can add suppliers, set ROI, rank thresholds, and tax defaults in the settings section. So if you add suppliers, when you go to run a report in Inventory Lab, you can actually see what your more profitable stores are. So if you're like, oh, well, what stores do I need to source at? Let me go and see the stores where I'm selling the most products from. Let me go see the ASINs where I'm selling the most product from. So it's good information to have in there. And then you can send yourself the buy list for easy bulk uploads. So a lot of people do things one by one. We are definitely a company where we don't do things one by one here. In each section of the matrix, you'll find that out. But if you're uploading products to Amazon, do them in bulk with this buy list. You've already made the buy list. It's going to be everything that you're going to purchase. You can send that document to your email. You can upload everything into Amazon. You can upload everything into Inventory Lab. You can upload everything into App Eagle. You can upload everything into Seller Engine just from this one piece of software. So developing your buy list is crucial. It's fantastic. If you are doing OA and you have those products coming to you, you can do one of two things. You can scan those items in with this software and make your buy list right then and there if the products are coming to you. Or Santosh has a wonderful piece of software that's coming out. He demoed it for the last in-office visits that will actually pull your OA information for you and create your own buy list from the web. If you're interested in Santosh's software, send him a private message in the Facebook, and he will be happy to send you that information. He's looking for some beta testers before he launches the software. So that is definitely it. Now, Profit Bandit is pretty much the same. It looks like this, just a little bit different. It has the same scanning capabilities. It does the list price. It has the sales rank. It tells you the new and used sellers. It uses your phone's camera to scan the items. It tells you if you're competing with Amazon on a listing. You can see who has a buy box if that's available. It calculates profit using fees, costs, shipping. That's another thing you can do. You can put in your approximated shipping to calculate that as well. It gives you the restriction info. You have access to Camelizer, Keepa, and eBay. You can set your shipping costs, your FBA defaults in the settings, and it will give you target cost, ASIN, category, and rank. The only thing that it doesn't do is it doesn't connect back to any software that you have, like Inventory Lab does. So it can't give you some of the features like if you purchased it before and all of that stuff, and the history of how it's sold, like Inventory Lab can. So these are kind of the two software that we recommend using for scanning. Now that Scoutify 2 is comparable to Profit Bandit, if you already have Inventory Lab, then I wouldn't say you have to go out and buy Profit Bandit. You can just use Scoutify 2. Are there any questions about these two scanning apps? Yes. So, yes, and yes. Scoutify 2 is part of a different software, Inventory Lab, and Inventory Lab is used to just keep track of your inventory and how it sells. It connects with your Amazon seller account, so you can see your returns, your refunds, your reimbursements, how items are selling, and all that other information. I believe that Inventory Lab is it $40 a month, Ike? Okay. I think it went up then. It's like $50 a month or something like that. For Inventory Lab, which Scoutify comes with Inventory Lab. Yeah, because when tax season comes, which is actually upon us, because there are reports that are due 15th-ish coming up. So you can run reports and then give these to your tax professional at tax time, so they can do your taxes and all your information. I said tax a lot in that sentence. But it's good information to have there. So it is good software. So when you buy the products, you always want to have them sent to your house or to a fulfillment center because they need to be prepped. So you never want to send things directly into Amazon. So these are products that already exist on Amazon. So you don't have to do, like, you don't have to take pictures of them or create a listing form or anything. Right now, we're just talking about putting items on there that already exist on Amazon. So when you scan it in there, it'll tell you that product already exists on Amazon, and then you just have to send it in. You don't have to take pictures or do anything else. Yep, it saves you a lot of time. Are there any other questions about scanners and apps and things? Well, yeah, with this you're doing retail arbitrage, but I think he was kind of talking about some other things. But for OA, you're going to have it sent to your house.